So Instagram basically sued me for using their logo in my thumbnails. And ever since then, which was about a week ago or something, a few interesting things happened. A few things that have made me personally reevaluate the whole social media landscape. A few things that are kind of alarming, if you ask me, and I don't want to be alarmist, to be honest, but a few things that might have some implications for creators, aka hopefully you, if you're a creator. So first of all, ever since I did that video, I have to say how overwhelmed I am by the response that I got. I've gotten a lot of people telling me how fucked up that whole thing is. And one thing that I was actually pretty surprised about was that there was a lot of creators texting me, well, Dominic, I've had the same happen in the last 30 days or something. Instagram, this AI bot, this tracer AI gave me a copyright strike for using specifically Instagram's logo. And among those was actually somebody who you might know, our old friend, shout out by the way, Robert Benjamin, actually reached out saying, well, here's what's up. I've had the same happen. I have contested this whole thing as well. I'm gonna get to the part that's actually kind of fucked up about this whole situation. But like I said, I've received probably a handful of, probably more, 2 handfuls of creators saying the same thing. And that is kind of an issue if you think about it. Now, long story short, I contested this whole thing. I wrote them this elaborate email saying, hey, what's up, Tracer? You know, basically, this is fair use. And I was prepared to go down for the whole creator community, because if I would have lost this whole thing and other creators would have lost this whole thing, this would mean basically that you can't use any type of logo anymore. You can't talk about, it's basically just crazy. And guess what happened though? After about a week or something, I got an email back from Tracer AI saying, well, here's what's up, Dominic. We've checked it out. Basically, it was an error in our AI software. At least that's how I understand it. And this was being misrecognized as some copyrighted video or something like this. And like I said, I was prepared to go in the war to fight for all of us creators. And I also have to say shout out to Millie, actually, who also immediately texted me and saying, well, if you're gonna fight, I'll join you. So thanks a lot, Millie. Go check her out. Go make her a comment saying, you know, you're awesome, or something like this. Now, even though this whole thing is gone right now, I'm still not entirely happy with it, because we're basically in the iRobot world, if you've watched this movie. Basically, robots get programmed by some people. The rules are the rules. I have to fire.
You have to do what someone asks you.
I don't care whether there's a life at stake or the life of a creator at stake. Thankfully, my YouTube, well, actually, no. My YouTube channel is the main source of my whole revenue, thinking about it right now. So yeah, not thankfully. Thankfully, this is gone right now. Now, the thing that's just messed up for me, to be honest, me coming from the whole law world, at least in a civil trial, it's on the accuser to prove, well, you know, this guy did something wrong. With this right now, it's actually completely the other way, and, you know, this is actually one of the main law principles to, you know, if you accuse somebody, unless it's a criminal trial, but if you accuse somebody, it is obviously on you to prove that. Well, this is not the case, because what actually happened was the Tracer AI bot just searched through the whole internet, found some videos with the Instagram logo. Don't ask me how the rules are being set or anything like that. And then immediately issued the copyright strike. And if we take a look into this whole copyright dashboard, I hope I still have a screenshot somewhere, it says it's a manual flag. So internally, it's actually like some real person took a look at this and flagged it. This is why YouTube immediately says, well, you know, flag, let's strike this channel. But in reality, it's actually just a bot, a robot pretending to be human, to do manual action. It's just messed up. I don't know what you think about that. Now, if we think about it, we're just at the start of this whole AI revolution, right? And I'm a fan of this generally. You can use it to create content, you can use it to do brainstorming. I use it in my business basically 24/7. It's basically a friend of mine now, ChatGPT. A pretty good friend. It just goes to show we're right now at the start, and there's some faulty things going through, as it is expected, because that's just what happens. Prime example, that happened to me here on this channel about a year ago. Some internal YouTube AI flagged my account saying, well, here's what's up. You are basically sending invalid traffic to YouTube, basically to inflate my ad revenue. Why would I do this? Less than probably 2%, 1% comes from of my revenue, and my whole business comes from the YouTube ad revenue, even less than that right now. But basically the bot flagged it, and my ad revenue dropped. It took a while for YouTube to actually recognize that that's actually a bug and to actually fix that bug. It took about 4 or 5 months, and I know some creators who have lost tens of thousands of dollars of ad revenue because of this. Now, obviously, this was some bug misfiring, and the people were not even aware of it for the longest amount of time. This just goes to show this is going to happen more and more. Plus, by the way, it's still not fixed for me. My ad revenue is still way down. Thankfully, I'm not at all reliant on YouTube ad revenue. Now, still, this whole thing, what's going on, still made me rethink social media, kind of in a way, because just like that, just think about it. The bot just found one video and flagged it. But if the bot finds 3 videos, which can happen pretty easily in our case, the channel is gone, and then it's on me to sort of prove that this is wrong, and you're just relying on some people at the end of the line actually reading your messages and responding to it and actually giving a damn about it. This goes to show that you, for the love of God, can't use or rely on one social media platform to bring your traffic in. With that being said, this whole thing is still pretty crazy for me because I just can't believe that this tracer AI is really. Why would Instagram even work with this platform, even though, yes, they are legit. Yes, they are a good platform, generally speaking. Speaking as a creator who has their content being copied left and right, and videos just being re-uploaded, and courses being leaked, and I sue them all, and I win them all. Just so you know, just in case you were thinking about stealing my course at some point. Some of them probably are in prison or at the bottom of the ocean. With that being said, I still can't believe that Instagram works with them, because they're always like, yeah, we invest in AI and we have our AI bots and stuff like this. And the claim basically came from Instagram LLC, something I haven't heard in a while, because usually they're Meta, right? With that being said, it's never boring as a creator, I would say. Thanks a lot again for being here. I appreciate you. There's some other people making this sign very differently. Don't ask me how. The young folks. And I'll see you guys next week.